Thanks very much, Ange. This evening we are going to be playing Infinite Frontiers game, which is we're intending this to be kind of an episodic game. It may run periodically. We don't really know. I think I've got one more next week, and then there's going to be a break or whatever. And then I think Lee's got some games that are also
February the 17th.
February the 17th. There you go. It's nearly Valentine's Day. But anyway, and the idea is that we got a regular ship, but the players may change and the characters may change. Obviously, we'll have the captain always the same, which is being played by Lloyd. But some of the other the crew members may make an appearance and be played by other players. So that's kind of the deal, and we're trying to make it so that each episode is like a self-contained. Each session is like a self-contained episode, if you like. And so, we're trying to make it as much like an original series Star Trek episode as we can. And I'd like to say thanks to War Daddy for putting together the little opening. The little opening sequence that we'll be playing in just a moment. We are really boldly going where no one has gone before this evening. And so I think we can probably make a start if everybody is ready. I say if everybody is ready.
No, Dave's gone.
Dave's gone to get his phaser.
He's back.
There he is. He's back.
Promotion.
He's got promoted. He's changed. He's got a blue shirt on him. Yeah. And we couldn't afford the special magnetomic adhesive strip to attach the badge to Dave's shirt. So this evening we will be using sellotape.
Not even double-sided sellotape.
Good luck with that.
That hasn't been invented yet.
We'll see how long. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Some blue tack.
Blue tack.
Well, I mean, all of our rocks and what have you are made of polystyrene, so I didn't want to. I mean,
that is absolutely
overshadow
true.
Anything like that.
Yeah, we really are pulling out all the stops to make this as authentic as possible.
We are pulling out almost none of the stops.
Okay, so in the grand tradition of Star Trek: The Original Series, I would like to start this game with what they call a cold open, which, as you all know, is a little scene before the credits. And so I will narrate this to you in my most dramatic voice, if that is okay. Okay. So the sky above the city is a piercing, cloudless blue, the color of deep ice. And it looks like a beautiful day, but the air is thin and cold. The temperature here rarely rises above freezing. And the camera focuses on two figures huddled in heavy woolen cloaks, hugging the warmth of the nearest building. And their faces are deep inside their hoods. They move differently to the locals, watching everything. They're speaking to no one. It's almost as if they're trying to be ghosts. Suddenly, a young boy stumbles in the market. He's carrying a heavy clay jar of precious heating oil, and it slips from his numb fingers. And with a crash, the oil spills out, creating this stark black stain on the white frost. From the shadows, a sun warden emerges, a tower of black leather and heavy wool, his eyes hidden behind brass goggles, and he raises an iron rod to punish the child for the waste. One of the hooded figures lunges from the wall and he catches the warden's arm. "Get back!" the stranger shouts, and his voice cracking in the cold air. "Leave him alone!" The camera then cuts to the edge of the crowd, and a middle-aged man in a drab grey coat stops mid-stride. He's not looking at the warden, he's staring at the stranger. He doesn't look angry, he looks puzzled. He tilts his head slightly, watching the stranger's face with intense curiosity. Why would a man risk death for a spilled jar? And at that exact second, by the cruel mathematics of orbital decay, the sky changes and high above, a star ignites, a blinding blood-red flare that tears across the blue ice of the sky. The warden screams, "The signal! He touched the servant and the sky bleeds! Seize the demon!" And the crowd swarms. The stranger is dragged down and his companion tries to reach him, but he's swallowed by the mob. And the last thing we see is the red light reflecting the stranger's terrified eyes as the hood is ripped back, and then everything goes black.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So as these things normally start, Captain's log, stardate 4623.4. The USS Infinite has assumed standard orbit around Aurelius 4. We have returned to rendezvous with our cultural assessment team, Lieutenant Aris and Ensign Darrow. We deployed them 7 days ago to conduct a covert survey of this pre-warp civilization, while we conducted stellar mapping of the outer system. Their mission was sensitive, to observe a pre-warp industrial civilization that appears to have developed under the influence of a relic from Earth's own past. A United Earth space probe, launched over a century ago during the pre-Federation era. Sensors indicate the probe's orbit is decaying, flooding the upper atmosphere with theta radiation. This makes transporter locks difficult, but Dr. Kenvig assures me the extraction of Lieutenant Aris and Ensign Darrow should be routine. We are holding position, awaiting their signal. And so, you're in the briefing room of the USS Infinite. There will be, the captain will be here. There will be our science officer, Lieutenant Commander Elkar, our medical officer, Lieutenant Sherrard, and our chief of security, Lieutenant Schultz. There's also another person here, a Dr. Kenvig, which I'll show you his image right here. And he is part of the cultural assessment division, and he is nominally in charge of the team that has been sent down to Aurelius 4. He was the one that would have planned the operation, and he's looking pretty anxious at this moment in time, because as Dr. Kenvig stands by the view screen and looking pretty exhausted, he says that was the extraction window, pointing to a silent chronometer on the wall. 800 hours. The window's closed. Lieutenant Harris and Ensign Darrow have missed 3 scheduled check-ins. No beacon, no emergency signal. Just silence. Captain, I think something has gone wrong down there, and 2 of our people are missing. Every second we wait risks contamination or their lives.
Do you know where they were or what they were doing last time they checked in?
They had secured lodgings for the duration of their stay. I believe it was somewhere in the Tannery district. But other than that, we know very little. The civilization itself is kind of industrial. We have a steam age technology, kind of a Victorian era culture that we have down there. But there appears to be some evidence that their culture has been manipulated. Not manipulated, well, that's the wrong word. Has been altered by the presence of an old USPA probe that is in orbit. And Lieutenant Elcar, if you were to look in the journal section of tab, you should see something called a USPA technical file. There's a little bit of information. It's a very little bit of information there because, you know...
That is a very little bit of information.
It is.
It is in a critical orbit decay. Official boost burn occurring every 93 minutes.
According to the reports, they seem to almost worship this thing. Every time that the orbital burn occurs, it appears to the people on the planet as if a star is lighting up, or meteorite is lighting up the sky. And they appear to be using this as some kind of sign.
That is clearly in breach of the Prime Directive, surely, Captain. Why was something not done about this probe?
As far as we can tell, the probe has only recently begun to fail. Probably within the last decade. The probe was launched itself in 2154, before before Starfleet was even formed. So it's pre-Federation.
An interesting conundrum of a civilization that has formed itself around something which we have had a direct hand in. So is it better to remove the impact of the Federation or allow it to take its course? Interesting, Captain.
Sounds like it's in decay. So do you have an estimate of how
problem that will
before it comes down, and how much damage it's likely to do?
These probes, do they contain any hazardous material?
Are they
likely to cause any significant?
Okay. I mean, you would have looked at some of these details before, I think, and certainly would have scanned the planet. Now, the actual population of the planet is concentrated into quite a small area because it's actually very cold down there. And so there's basically one major population center, which is in a canyon, which is geothermically active. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. And so they're getting some of. It's a bit warmer in this one particular area where this city that they call Viridia, is.
Okay. So
and
it's unlikely to cause any significant damage if it
would
does
be very,
come
very.
down.
It would be very unfortunate.
The chances
if
of
landed
it
on the city.
are 9,370 to 1.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just across the streams.
Yeah. So there's no real worry about that. But Dr. Kenvig, he says, I think the bigger concern is what happens to their culture afterwards. If their god just disappears overnight, how will they take that? What will it mean to them, and what happens to this civilization afterwards?
Indeed, Doctor. Quite the quandary.
And unfortunately, and he looks at you, Captain Thorne. It's probably a decision that you may have to make.
We should try and deal with the immediate, more prominent problem, and then it may well be the case that the probe we may have to just deal with in a case that we prevent further contamination by ourselves, and then just let their society take it forward. We may not be able to undo all of this, all this knock-on effect of their culture, the present day.
Well, there's obviously, yes, we do have to consider Darrow and Aris, who are still on the surface somewhere, we hope.
Indeed, although might I remind the captain at this juncture that adherence to the Prime Directive is your first duty.
Yes.
Regardless of risk to ourselves.
And current contamination.
Is there no possibility we could change the trajectory of the satellite? Could we use the tractor beam and change its course? Could we send some engineers on board it?
Do we have a replacement satellite that we could put in orbit?
To carry out, and potentially
to continue its and this pains me no end to say it, Captain, but to continue its divine duties.
And do we have a location for their comms, the two missing officers?
I guess.
I mean, they had accommodation somewhere.
Yeah, because
I feel it is going to be this canyon, one way or another. So the area is surely quite small.
They're definitely in this one particular large city that there would be they would have been in. That would have been where they would have.
We can try and pinpoint the location, and we can go in with an away team and steal them back.
I mean, that seems like the obvious answer to this particular problem, even if it doesn't resolve our overlying issue.
I'm going to end up wearing a beanie again to hide my ears, aren't I, Captain?
You are going to be wearing a beanie.
You just get a laser scalpel and just...
It's becoming almost part of the uniform at this point, sir.
We see that, or some kind of headband, maybe. You know, if we were in the 80s, it'd be no problem. You get one of those toweling ones, but no.
Yeah.
Do we have information on the locales, the local population, so we can provide an appropriate color for?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, in terms of disguises, this is not an issue. You can, Starfleet have been doing this kind of thing for quite a while.
it's just in case.
So
So
this
if we decide to be like, oh, we'll give them a headband, and then it turns out that like a headband doesn't exist in their culture, or it means something completely different.
No, I mean, I think just some form of hat would probably suffice. You will find something appropriate. We're not going to worry too much about what that detail is, unless it becomes important later. But some kind of hat. What kind of hat would I mean? Like a beanie hat would work. That's no
A
problem.
balaclava. How about that?
Might. Yeah.
Some sort
That
of
might look a little
culturally
weird.
appropriate hat. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Possibly, if they're pre-industrial, then possibly something made out of fur, I feel, is probably most suitable.
Or a nice top hat or something.
I feel that that would be beyond my remit, sir.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, so so that's the deal then, folks. The communicators. Now that was an interesting, because we have this issue with the theta radiation that this probe has been leaking across the city. Transporter locks are difficult. Well, they're not as straightforward as they would have been, but they can kind of beam you down near the edge of the city somewhere in a quiet area, and perhaps you can trek the rest of the way in.
Will planet-based communication work properly?
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, there shouldn't be too much of an issue with that. So that's not going to be a problem. They will have located the communicators to within a certain area, so you will have a rough idea as to which bit you will need to go into, and it looks to be like the communicators are in like an administrative district. And the thing about that is that's not where their lodgings were. The lodgings were kind of a bit further out of the center of the town, in a more run-down area. A slum, if you like. So you could potentially locate where their lodgings were, or you can try and track down the communicators. That's entirely up to you. What are your orders, Captain Thorne?
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, land remotely, make our way in. I think a good start will be if we can locate this accommodation that they're supposed to have, because it may indicate their findings up until their last contact, and then we can start trying to track down the communicators to find out potentially if they've had some kind of misadventure or if they've been taken somewhere.
Yep. Okay.
But there also might be evidence we might need to remove from or destroy at their residence if they've left anything behind.
Yep, that is true. Okay. So, are we beaming down, ladies and gentlemen?
The beaming is more discreet.
Yeah.
It'll be harder to land a shuttlecraft if everyone on the ground entirely has a religion about looking up at the sky.
Are we leaving the satellite as is then until we've got our?
But now,
Yeah.
Well, I think if we can maybe get the science guys working on possible either fixes or a replacement in our absence would be a wise idea.
Yeah. You can get Lieutenant Davis on that, the engineer.
But yeah, can we fix it? If we can't fix it, can we replace it with, even if it doesn't need to be a like-for-like replacement, just a simple satellite that fulfills its visible functions.
Yeah. And then we can also make sure we don't leave any data behind.
No.
It's purely a visual thing that they see it in the sky. So if we can have something that can replicate that in as simple a manner as possible, that we can leave in a stable orbit.
Yeah, they can certainly start looking into that. Somebody can start doing the numbers and figuring out how that might work and maybe put something together. That's a great idea. In the meantime, I think what you have here is quite a good landing party.
Well, stroke a lot.
Determined.
The captain, the science guy,
Yeah,
the medic,
yeah.
the disposable meat shield.
Red shirt. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a lieutenant. I'm not disposable. I'm the same rank as you.
Do you realise
I'm not. I'm you're a lieutenant commander. Is that-
94% of the personnel in Starfleet
Yeah.
are lieutenants?
I think you should just let me go down with the security detail. I'll sort this out.
Oh, I mean,
Not after
Yeah.
what happened on Languro 3.
Everybody dies. We don't talk about that.
Okay. So, shall we assume that you are appropriately attired? What equipment are we wanting to take down with us? Now, this is going to be one of those situations where a phaser rifle probably out of the question. You're more likely to use the
I
hand
think this
phasers, the
is,
phaser one.
I mean, the
Mark
Type
one
1s
is,
are the little
easy to
Palm Pilot
hide.
ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yep.
easy to hide. I guess, well, a tricorder will be entirely necessary, but in some sort of satchel, perhaps.
Yep. That would be good. So you can open up
Potentially
your
a med
character
kit
sheets.
for in case something bad has happened, and then
Yeah.
indicators.
But we want to take as little as possible, I suspect. So there is minimal chance of disturbing the status quo.
Just a
So,
small phaser and medical.
yeah, the
thingy.
phaser type 1.
What do we call it?
What? The
Phaser
tricorder.
type 1, yeah.
No,
tricorder.
tricorder. Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, tricorder. So I think you might be able to see the in the items tab, which is the one below the little person, equipment and weapons, and you can drag the appropriate stuff onto your character sheet.
Take a communicator.
Yeah, I'm assuming. So you
Yeah.
can just drag them over.
That's rather good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get over.
I'm hoping it works.
I have my equipment.
Yes, it
communicator
seems to.
tricorder.
Wow.
Engineering tools. I don't know what that involves.
Where am I looking?
Well, I mean, in the items tab thing. So
The little
it's the one below
suitcase.
below the character.
Weapons.
Boundary, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And he's got his
phaser.
glasses on as well.
It's
So
got a-
why
got some reading
why
to it.
can't we take a phaser type 2? What's the
Because
difference?
because a phaser type 2 is not that concealable, whereas a phaser 1 is. And as this is a civilization that has not seen
Subtlety.
phasers.
Well, it's like,
Yes.
Type 1s are about the size of
Yeah,
of a computer mouse, and then the Type 2 is the size of a handgun.
is a proper pistol. Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
say something
yeah.
about radiate? Is there any radiation? Say.
It
Ether
seems to be
radiation.
kind of in the upper atmospheres. This this leaking out of this probe potentially.
So can I do a with them like to make sure people are like?
I mean, you could. You would probably have access to certain reports which would show that the radiation is not harming anybody on the surface as yet.
We know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could take some stuff on the off chance because you can
Yeah,
scan
we could have
some
a-
people while you're
If
there.
you took a med kit, it would cover it. If something
Yeah.
did happen.
'Cause they do have
What?
radiation. don't
Yeah,
they?
oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the 23rd century.
Okay. Yeah.
What's their tech level like?
It's kind of steam age, Victorian.
Can I
Okay.
can I take a knife as well?
Oh.
What do you want a knife for?
In
So-
case my phaser doesn't work.
Wants to-
No, no,
he wants to
absolutely not.
Take a knife to a gunfight.
I know.
Imagine if
No.
you picked like the one phaser in all of Starfleet that didn't work.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
I mean, that's very, very un-Star Trek, isn't it? No, a knife.
I mean, it'd be his destiny to
Zulu,
die.
Zulu ran around with his fencing knife.
I mean, he
Fencing knife.
I toned it down.
Specific circumstance, like.
I toned it down. I didn't go for the sword. So I've got the phaser weapons.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get the communicator. Where do I go?
Which is in equipment.
It's done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right down at the bottom.
Yeah. So communicator phaser. That's it then, isn't it?
Yeah. Or anything else you want to take? Tricord or anything? No.
I might take a medikit. Can carry it, can't I? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, take one in case somebody gets injured.
When you have a doctor there.
Well, in case the doctor gets injured.
I mean, that is a very good point. Yeah. Right. So with that out of the way,
but the doctor's an important member of the crew, so they've got plot armor.
They've got plot armor. Yeah.
That's why they've got the blue shirt.
The person with the red shirt is the one that has to. Oh, that's you.
And the
The
doctor
person with the red shirt is the plot
And I'll
armor.
die now because I've not got a knife.
Now, I mean, that would be
That'd be
hilarious.
hilarious.
That wouldn't be
The
terrible.
handy thing is all operational com badges have a built-in
Yeah.
disintegrator to hide the body.
I just need to
Prime
stop
directive.
just one moment, and I need to look directly at Mule and just say,
Oh, I'm doing
"What
it.
the hell? What the hell, dude? You need to rectify that ASAP."
Good job, Mule. Good job.
Jesus.
Yeah. Good job,
Yeah,
Mule.
you
You've
think-
angered Grandpa.
I know, right? You think you know someone?
Revokes his
Jesus
admin status.
Yeah, get him out. Get him out of that server.
It's only like 3
Um,
episodes before it got canned, so not much to watch.
3 episodes.
I've set him some
And
homework. Don't
That
worry.
Lloyd guy, he can go next. All right. Okay, and so are we beaming down, gentlemen and ladies?
Yes.
Yes.
So I can say, gentlemen, it is the
Gentle people.
Yeah,
No.
gentle persons.
no, it's the original Star Trek. There's none of that. A sound effect.
Nice.
Okay. So you beam down into what looks a little bit like a slum area of the town. It's not too far to walk to the district where Darrow and Aris were last. Where they secured their lodgings according to their logs. It's very cold, and you're very, very glad that you chose to take the those kind of heavy woolen coats and things that you're currently wearing. And Elkar is extremely glad that he's wearing his big woolly hat because the wind is biting. Da 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 da. Here we go. There's not too far away a marketplace, like a market square, and it seems to be there's an element of you almost feel it's this tangible sense of fear almost, and the people are all walking through the streets. They are hugging the buildings. They're staying really close to really close to the buildings and away from the kind of the center of this cobbled street that is running through this whole place. You see, not too far away, a young boy. He's on his knees and he's frantically scrubbing away some kind of stain on the pavement with a rough wire brush, and you can see his hands are red raw as he's scrubbing away at this really difficult black stain. And the rest of the people, they, like I say, they kind of they don't really acknowledge him too much. You might get the odd person that goes past him and gives him a show of kind of almost compassion. And there's a few stands in the marketplace that are selling various goods as well. And people are kind of standing around, kind of clapping themselves and perhaps trying to do everything they can to keep warm. Maybe there's like a brazier of some kind scattered around with fires burning some smoky wood. But it's all very quiet, very subdued, even for a market at this time of day.
Do they have the red light in the sky, or is it just a plane?
Not at the moment. No, it's just a typical day at this moment in time.
We can't use any of the equipment, can we?
You could use it discreetly.
If you use it discreetly, yeah. What? Yeah.
If it's possible, we could try and scan for human life signs.
Well, I was thinking, can we try and scan for our missing crew's communicators now that we're on the planet?
That's a good point.
Yeah. I don't think that would be particularly difficult down here. There's not much else kind of interfering with the signal.
In an alley behind some boxes, so nobody can see us.
Absolutely. Yeah, okay. So, Elkar, you step into this alleyway and pull the tricorder out from under your heavy woolen coat, and you start scanning. What's everybody else up to?
And I want to do like a med scan. You know, like sometimes you can do a med scan of the area. I want to check the
Did you want to check for the radiation or
radiation, any abnormalities? Yes, in the area. So I'm going to like turn towards a wall, maybe step into a doorway and scan so it's not obvious.
Yeah, okay. So the two of you have basically kind of stepped away. One of you has gone into a bit of an alley. You've kind of stood in a doorway and you're surreptitiously using your tricorder to scan.
Yeah, I might try and just wander through the marketplace, just not really do anything, just to see if I can hear it, listen into any conversations that might be going on, to try and get some context to what's happening.
Oh, yeah, no problem. And what about Schultz? What's Lieutenant Schultz doing? Is he doing anything in particular?
I've not been ordered to do anything. I'll just I'll stand near the entrance of the alleyway, making sure nobody goes into the alleyway while they're doing their thing, and I'll keep my eye on the captain as he proceeds to go to the markets.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think we'll have. I think we might need a roll. I think to start with here, for trying to find the communicators, if that's all right with you, Dave.
Mm-hmm. So I have a tricorder, and I have some skills in sensors, I'm going to guess.
Yep. I think that's a good one. I think we should use that. I think intellect as well will be the attribute that you'll be using here.
Okay. So what do you need me to do?
So if you click on the skill, you should get a little pop-up box appear, and you can select which attribute to use. And the target number is going to be, it's going to be 11. So if you roll,
And do I get any bonuses for my sensors skill and the tricorder?
you're using the skill. You'll get the bonus for your intellect. It's not a difficult. It's not a difficult thing. So you know what? I mean, yeah, give yourself a +1 on the situational modifier as well. Give you just a 1 in that box.
Cool.
And then engage.
Engage.
Look at that. Yeah. So it takes a few minutes of you examining the tricorder to lock on to the signal from these communicators. Obviously, it's not that hard, just because this is clearly technology that is not from this planet, and therefore stands out, I guess.
There's
like
not a lot of
sore thumb.
interference. Yeah.
No. And so you do find the communicators, or locate the communicators. They are several blocks away from where you are currently. You don't know too much about the area, but you can assume that it's outside of this particular slum area that you are currently standing in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll try and gauge
the direction.
distance, direction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you can certainly do that.
Okay.
And let's say, what is Lieutenant Sherrard doing? She's searching for... Well, you're just doing some medical scans, aren't you? I think.
Yeah, that was it. Just for...
I think I want you to make a roll here. You can make... let's go with medical sciences, I think. You can use that ability there. And I think intellect is going to be your attribute here too.
Okay. Remind me.
So open the inventory and skills tab. And on the top there, you got medical sciences. You click on that.
Yeah.
This is going to be a target number of 11 as well. So you click on that. You're going to choose intellect in the drop down for the attribute at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence. Sorry. Yeah. And you can have a +1 situational modifier if you like.
Will.
And then you can click engage, and it should roll the dice for you all. Yeah.
14.
So, yeah, you were looking for like signs of radiation poisoning and stuff out of these people. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that's like, like going to be bad for us or anybody or...
Okay, so I think the thing you will probably notice is that there's no radiation. There isn't any harmful radiation here that is going to cause you problems, and the people here are certainly not suffering from issues of radiation. Malnutrition might be a problem for some of them, and there's quite a high particulate concentration in the air, and you're in a quite a volcanic area, so I think there are traces of quite of certain gases, things like methane and whatever, that there are quite high concentrations. So don't go striking a match or anything.
Oh, wow. Okay. There's nothing that's going to cause immediate danger as...
No, not really.
Okay.
So, Captain Thorne, as you're wandering through the marketplace, you do hear there's like quite a lot of gossip going on. It's all like I say, it's quite subdued, and they're kind of talking very quietly. And you notice that all of the market is under like a large tarpaulin almost that kind of covers this area. And there's a little bit of gossip I guess. What might be excited chatter anywhere else? And people are talking about, the something that happened recently within the last day or so. That somebody obviously had got into an altercation with a Sun Warden. Now, you don't really know what a Sun Warden is. You've got no idea. But you're hearing them say that this name, you're saying that the Sun Warden, some stranger had got into a fight with the Sun Warden and he'd been carried away off to the dungeon. And then you also hear somebody saying that Magistrate Kale, he's been asking questions. He's been all over this place. He's been asking a lot of questions. But you don't get any idea as to who Magistrate Kale is, other than he's a magistrate and his name is Kale. But he seems like these people know him, that he's infamous or famous in this area.
Maybe a local politician of some sort.
Yeah, could be. So you have your findings. You know where the communicators are.
We're going to have to track them down first, aren't we?
Yeah, speed group.
Yeah, I think so.
Follow them down.
Yeah. So we got any actual, like, we knew an area, but like we hadn't got any information on the computers that were basically saying, they lived.
You know that you are kind of roughly in the area where they had their lodgings.
Now we're down on the planet, though. We can't use the equipment to try and zone in to get closer, like a beep 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 like thing to get closer to.
I mean, it depends whether there's anything. I mean, for all you know, those communicators could have been in their lodgings, and that's where it's taking you. But you don't know that.
The boy that was doing the scrubbing, is he in the middle of the? Like in the center, did you say?
He's not in the
road,
center.
yeah.
No, he's kind of at the side, scrubbing away. And he's looking like he's incredibly cold.
Is he near us or?
Yeah, he's quite close.
Can I walk to him? I'll just like check down the alleyway to see that they're okay. I can still see the captain in visual. But I'll walk on over to see what he's actually scrubbing. I've got an idea it might be blood, but
oh no!
So as you kind of get over to him, you see that he's shivering. He's physically shivering. He looks quite malnourished anyway, but he's shivering, and he's got this wire brush in his hands, and his hands are like almost frozen, like claws, as he's scrubbing away, trying to clear up this stain, which appears to be black. I mean, you're a security guard. You would know. It doesn't look like blood. You think, in fact, maybe in the light, you're seeing almost like a rainbow pattern.
Maybe a phaser strike? Like heat?
No, more like spilt oil or something.
Oil, yeah. Like as a rainbow.
A sheen.
Yes.
I'm presuming we can talk in their language. We're not
going to worry about that.
We don't about that.
Original series.
Universal translator.
All right,
yeah, exactly.
So what are you doing there, son? What are you scrubbing at?
And I mean, he looks up a little bit surprised. You think he's about 10 years old. He looks as if he's surprised that you're even speaking to him. And he says, I spilt it. I spilt it, sir.
You spilt the oil. What? Oil?
It's a week's worth of heating, sir.
But why are you scrubbing it?
And he looks at you as if you're a little bit simple.
Oh.
That's why I'm insecure.
Yeah. I mean, that is a good point. He says, I was ordered to, sir. I spilt it. They're making me clean it up.
I think you've cleaned it quite enough. I think you should go home and sit next to a fire.
He's looking at you as if he thinks you may be mad, not simple. No, I can't until the warden, sir. Until the warden says that it's clean.
Oh, they're going to come and check that you've done a good job.
Yeah, he's looking around furtively now. Yes, sir. Yes.
So what made you spill the oil? Did you slip?
My hands were cold, sir. It's very cold. It's been very cold the last few days. My hands were cold, and I dropped the oil. And then this man, he came after the warden. He told the warden to leave me alone, and he they gave him a right beating, sir.
And warden, this warden, is that like is this a policeman?
It's a sun warden, sir.
Oh yeah, sun warden. Yeah. And this man, what did they do to this man? Did they take him away?
Oh, I think so, sir. I think they're going to kill him.
And was it just one? Was it just one man?
No, there was a lady as well. But it was the man that he came after the warden. He stopped the warden from hitting me.
And people don't usually stop wardens from going about their business, do they?
And he looks. Of course not, sir.
So do I know that one of the away team is one's female, one's male?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do, yeah. Ensign Darrow is male. In fact, he's security, so you may even know him.
Oh, so I'll ask him to describe. Can you describe me what they look like? I know they were like they're in disguise, weren't they? But if there's anything I can pick out that would.
He says, the man, he was big, sir. He was big, and he wasn't like the others. He held his head up, sir, and he really told them. He really told that warden. I've never seen a warden kind of hesitate before. Not like then.
Well, he shouldn't have. They shouldn't have argued with the warden, though.
No.
Where do the wardens take people when they do something wrong like that?
They would take them to the High Warden's building. That's where they'd take them. So they're probably the dungeon. But I think High Warden Vor said that he was going to be sacrificed.
No.
To the Watcher, and he points at the sky.
Well, you best carry on grubbing. It's not going to move itself, is it? Unfortunately. Is there anything I can give him? I can't really give him.
I was just wondering, have we got any like chemicals or anything that we could add to it that would like help clear it up quicker? Like sometimes put salt or.
I
think you'd be able to come up with something. I think, yeah, why not?
Maybe in the medical kit, maybe alcohol might shift the oil or something.
I mean, yeah.
So can I turn into the doorway and like sort of make something or have a look in my bag?
I'll return to the others, so it can go back to scrubbing, and then I'll just tell them exactly what I've just garnered from the boy.
Yeah.
So it was High Warden Vor.
Yeah.
What the boy mentioned, and they're going to be sacrificed. And I believe it's the away team.
Oh.
Are you coming back as well, Captain Thorne, or are you?
Yeah.
So you all regroup, and this is what you've discovered.
We should group up before anyone goes anywhere.
So we could try and help him remove that stain, but we really need to know where this dungeon place is. So I presume the boy knows exactly where it is. Are we still going to try and get the communicators? Have we located them?
I think we're about to
Yes.
go track them down. I think.
So we think the communicators are at the digs where they were staying. Is that right?
Well, you're
somewhere.
not sure, but
Not
yeah,
sure.
they could
All
be.
right. So
No.
I would imagine they'd have the communicators on them. You wouldn't leave them,
You would have thought
Yeah.
so.
and the
Yeah.
guns too. So I think more than likely
They might not if they're under disguise. And if they did have them on
Yeah.
them and they've been caught, then they've been revealed, then haven't they?
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know.
Did I make
yeah.
leak powder to help this kid?
They'll have taken them off them anyway, but they're probably in the same building. They'll, if they're in like a
Mm.
jail or dungeon, so I imagine they'll be near their equipment. Yeah, you're going to make some kind of chemical to try and remove the oil.
Yeah.
So,
This is an interesting one.
I'm going to have to go to the.
The kid just wanted some.
That's
clubs.
quite all right. That's quite all right.
I'll use the alleyway.
oh,
Excuse me. Bloody hell, it's
Yeah.
cold.
We on the oil might help.
Oh yeah, I'll just go and wee in the street and get arrested by some warden.
I wonder if
Well, we don't know how their
Alcon
culture works.
might-
It might be like an honor you're paying to this homeless
Yeah.
child.
yes, it could be. I wonder if it might be more a physical sciences than a life sciences thing. So maybe Elcar might be more able to discover something to help this child potentially.
May I recommend, sir, that introducing new chemicals to the society is possibly unwise. And while you may feel socially obliged to aid him in his task, the risk of us being revealed as outsiders can only be increased by interfering in this boy's punishment.
It's going to throw some salt on it. Or tell him it's salt.
Might I remind you, sir, that our mission is to find the missing crewman and return to the vessel. And the less interference we have on events and the culture, the better.
I'm still going to mix up a concoction. I'm ignoring you.
Okay, in that case, I want you to make an intelligence check then, because I don't think you have any physical
Because the
sciences.
Vulcan is right.
Because the Vulcan is a bit of a bastard, apparently.
I've got to do the
I am not.
intelligence.
I am merely pointing out that the Prime Directive specifically
Oh, look at that.
states that minimal impact in the in emerging
it's absolutely
cultures,
Non-interference in the planet's development.
Yeah.
while
I've seen Star Trek.
introducing novel chemicals.
I've watched Star
Uh,
Trek. They always interfere.
Yeah, I mean,
That's because
That's-
Jim Kirk is a massive bellend and just
Jim
completely
Kirk is-
ignores the Prime
is
Directive.
it's good. Jim Kirk is the boss, and he's easily the best captain in Star Trek ever.
And he has
Um,
never read the Prime Directive in his life.
Exactly, and that's what makes him so cool. Right. So, absolutely. So, yes, you have managed to concoct something. You remember something about solvents and all that kind of stuff. And you managed to, using your medical kit and the things you have in it, you managed to create something that will help remove this oil. Do you approach this boy?
Yes. And I would just say, I have some salt. I hear salt helps with that. You might help it clear it up.
Will it? And doubly surprised now because that's 2 people that have spoken to him and engaged with him.
Oh, great.
Just say, shut up. I'll just say, yeah, it's just a little bit of salt, and you might get you home quicker. And then I'll just sprinkle a bit off, and then I'll walk away. quickly.
Okay. I mean, his hands are red raw as well at this point. And in fact, they're probably split. The skin's probably split in places, and it's bleeding as well.
Yeah, I do know enough to know that I can't go with a tricorder and make him better. I know
maybe, but I thought I'm going to test you. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I will sprinkle some salt on him. I'm not going to go and zap his hands. It's like, but the quicker I get,
Sprinkled salt on his.
no, I've not sprinkled salt on his hand, you idiot. But but if I put it on and he gets, it helps him get rid of the oil, it means he gets to go home quicker.
It
And
does.
sort his hands out. So I'm not
Yeah.
going to go in and go. Bzz.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. So anyway, I mean, yeah, this solvent that you've created starts to clear up this oily patch pretty much straight away, and his eyes widen. You can see him as he's scrubbing away, and he looks at you, and he just says, "Thank you, miss.
Go home now.
Thank you. I will. I just have to wait for the warden.
When
But
will
I
he-
will. I'll go straight home.
When will the warden be with?
I don't know, miss. Whenever. But thank you, and he's really appreciative. His little face
Sit by the
lights up.
wall and put those hands into your clothes and get them warm.
Yes, miss. Yes, and he does that, and he goes and sits down on the step and puts his hands in his pockets and sits there. You can see he's still shivering a little bit. But...
I see an old sack lying on the ground nearby. Go and place it over him.
Charity. Yeah, you do. Okay, so what's next then, peeps?
Let's
Okay, well, I
make a
think we
hasty
need to
path
find
towards the
the,
communicators so we don't cause any
yeah.
more interactions than necessary.
Grumpy withers.
Yeah, sure. So I mean, you've got your tricorder readings. You've got a bearing and a rough distance as to where these things are. And as you switch, as you take a glance at your tricorder, Elcar, kind of under your coat or whatever it is, to just kind of take another bearing, you detect another signal. It's in the other direction, but you're getting the signal that it is definitely some kind of technological device, not of the planet here, not of this kind of technological level.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'm detecting some other form of technology that I don't think is native to this planet. So this is possibly something that our crewmen have brought with them, or something
Hopefully
else
it's more Federation technology.
alien.
And as you say that, I think Elka, you'd probably realise that what you think it might actually be a tricorder that you're detecting. That has just been switched on.
I think
Angie's just left one behind with the
which
kid.
I can only assume is one of ours. And it has just been turned on, so I believe we should make for that as our priority.
Can we
It
get
is a
a
bit
fix on this
closer.
location? We should, if we can store the location.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
have a suspicion that I know exactly where the tricorder is. But yeah, I'll relay my information as well.
Okay.
Because
so you
I have a
mentioned
feeling,
about
there may be more contamination on this planet than we first thought.
Have we asked the boy for the location of the dungeon?
nobody has yet.
but I think I know how we're going to find it.
Maybe the tricorder.
My suspicion is the tricorder is being used
They're playing with it.
because they're probably taking away the two officers for interrogation of some sort. And there's someone there that seems to know how the technology works. Would be my suspicion, and probably the worst case scenario.
they'll not break my friend.
Yeah.
He's of stern stuff. I don't know about the other guy. Oh, the lady.
Yeah.
Is it the lady?
Yeah, that's right.
Security officers break all the time, but anyway, never mind.
Permanent
They don't,
break.
they don't tend to break. They tend to disintegrate. Oh,
Good.
They're getting away.
Well, let's see if we can see how close we can get to this tricorder. If we save the location of the communicators.
Maybe it's best not to
yeah.
ask the boy any more questions because we're already kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, aren't we? Let's just go to the tricorder. Reading?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that'll probably adjust where the dungeon is.
So.
Okay. So the signal you're getting seems to lead further into the slum where you are. And you perhaps walk a few streets to as you kind of zeroing in on this location. And eventually you kind of come to this particular building. It's like a 3-story building. It looked like it may have been a factory at some point. In fact, there's like an old worn sign on the front of the building that basically announces that it was a tannery at some point, but it appears to have perhaps been converted into kind of apartments or something. There is somebody standing at the door, they're like smoking a cigarette of some kind, and he's dressed in a heavy wool coat, woolen trousers, and like a bowler hat. Looks like a bit of a spiv, I suppose.
We probably want to avoid him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's kind of standing in the doorway of this building where this signal seems to be coming from.
Can I? Is there anybody else around?
It's one or two people. One or two, but
Because I do feel this is the perfect opportunity for possibly one of my colleagues to distract him, and then me to go in for the Vulcan nerve pinch.
yeah.
If there's no way around him, then clearly we can't shoot the man.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be kind of just minding his own business. There are a few people, like I say, in the street moving around, but once again, it's very quiet and subdued. People seem, you get the feeling they're quite nervous and apprehensive, and they're kind of sticking to the sides of the path, kind of as close, kind of almost hugging the buildings, if you like.
Weird.
Hey, so are you guys? How are you approaching this building?
They probably do a similar thing to like the local populace, where they're avoiding
hug the
larger
buildings
organizations.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and
I think are
mimic
they
them
trying?
as much as possible.
Is it like they're hugging the building, stay in the shadows, away from like the red, the sky?
Yeah, you kind of think.
That's kind of my impression.
Yeah, it might be something along those lines. Yeah, that's certainly not a bad observation.
Yeah, the young lad was sort of left in the.
No, he wasn't in the middle. No, he was at the side of the as well. He dropped.
Yeah.
That
Okay. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
okay.
haven't seen anybody walking down the middle of a road or anything like that. Yes. You haven't seen anybody walking down like a middle of the road or anything like that. They all seem to be, like I say, huddled into the edges of the buildings. Occasionally, you might catch a furtive glance up towards the sky if you're observing these people, but they don't seem to be. They're not you kind of get the feeling like, maybe they're a bit oppressed almost.
Shall I get this guy's attention then by walking straight across the street?
Yeah, I think be bold.
And ask
Oh,
him.
people must cross the road at some point.
And ask him.
Captain, what would you like us to do?
No, ask him. Can you tell me where I can find High Warden Vor, please? And as I say that, Alcar can go up behind him and nerve pinch him.
Yeah, okay. So as you walk across the street and you see, everybody else probably sees it. You might not, but there seems to be like a sudden. As everybody looks around as you walk across this street, and you can practically feel like these jaws hitting the pavement.
Oh my gosh!
As
he'll be focused on me.
it.
That's good, and then Dave can do his thing.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the trouble is they're all looking at you, so
I'll see Dave.
They'll all might
apart from him.
Yeah, apart from him. So it's entirely up to you. Are you still doing that? Is that still the plan?
That's my plan, Captain. What do you think, Captain?
By all means.
My plan is, by all means, reveal yourself.
We'll keep a safe distance so we can observe.
No, you're not supposed to let me do it.
I mean, if you want to make a distraction.
Yeah, well, it is a distraction. So, Dave, you get a head start probably and go work your way around to get behind him. And then
there's the other thing you could do is that, you don't have to knock the guy out. You could just probably slip in behind him and into the building.
I didn't think there was that much room.
Well,
no.
Yeah.
I mean, what I really want to do is shoot him with the phaser. and then storm the building.
Somehow they'll be less discreet.
So I will, I'll walk across the street, not rushing. So get the guy's attention, and I'll get up close. Did he wait for me to go across the street?
I think what you see as you walk across the street, like the middle of the road, he's leaning against the door frame of this particular building, and you see him kind of go lean forward suddenly. As he sees you doing it, and he flicks his cigarette into the street, and he walks to the edge of the pavement towards you. As you come across, and you stand there, and he's like, "Bloody hell, mister! Are you crazy?" And he's looking around, quick! And he's dragging you off the street.
Oh, towards him. All right. I'll move closer towards him in the cover of the building.
Maybe he's a friend in that case.
Yeah.
Well, to be determined, but maybe.
Yeah. And he looks you up and down. Are you insane? And he's looking around. You're just bloody lucky there's no warden around at the minute. What's wrong with you?
I was after a light, and I'll look at his cigarette that he's thrown on the ground.
I mean, you didn't have to cross the road for that, mate. What?
So is Dave there now? Is Dave there now? Yeah.
I mean, whoever wants to try and get in behind him, that's not an issue. If you want to try and sneak into the building,
so you don't need to knock him out because I'm talking to him, and you probably hear.
I was going to say,
he's distracted.
Yeah. So I'll just say. So how are you just out for a cigarette then? Why are you not inside? What is this? What is this building, by the way? Just point to the building behind him. Is it lodgings?
Well, yeah, people live here, don't they?
Well,
yeah, you looking for a room?
Yeah, I am. I do need some lodgings. I'm new to the area.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Where do you come from? You can't have come from outside the city.
I'll just say, I don't know. I've come from the west of town. But bluff it.
All right.
We need a roll.
No. I mean, he's not entirely suspicious of you, I suppose. In fact, maybe he seems a little bit impressed at your bravado to him.
He's like, maybe he is insane.
Yeah, and he's he's like, well, I mean, he pushes his bowler hat back on his head. Oh, it just so happens that I know the owner of this building.
Oh,
And
well,
he engages you in kind of small talk about various stuff and how he might be able to get you the room cheap and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
the three of you managed to slip into the room, into the building, undisturbed. And this was clearly once upon a time an old factory, and you kind of climb these old brick stairs up to the next floor as you Elkar furtively looking at the tricorder, I guess, to try and ascertain or whereabouts you are. And so you find as you go up the stairs and along a corridor, you stop at a door of apartment 13, and you've got this feeling that the signal you're getting is from inside that room.
Oh, okay.
Not the door. Oh well. Captain.
Very discreetly.
We'll look at the captain.
Yeah, I think
then.
the thing you notice there as you get to the door as well is that it is slightly ajar.
Yeah, that's what I think. If we can have a way to peek, because at least we know it's not locked, and then just try and be discreet about it.
I mean, sure. You want to try and open the door? Just push it open?
Barely, as little as possible, just to see, like, try at least with the crack we have as well, just to get a receipt.
Yeah. Okay. So, inside, you can see that the room is actually quite tidy. And kind of at the far end of the room, you see someone sat at a table, and he seems to be examining something, which after a few seconds you realize is a tricorder. This gentleman is grey-haired. He's wearing a long woolen coat.
Okay.
And he seems to be just sat at this chair, and he's just looking at this tricorder, and he's turning it around in his hands, and just like he's absolutely mesmerized by this thing, like he's intrigued by it.
Who can pinch him asleep?
Yeah, I mean, if we can open the door quietly, I mean, if we can, I'll just try and do an intro to this, sort of blow him off.
Yeah, I mean,
can we open the door before? Or is it, I assume it's going to squeak at some point.
I mean, there's a very good chance it will squeak. It's quite an old building.
So we can quietly open the door, and then I mean, if we can knock about, it's fine. But let's just try and do as little harm as possible, so we can talk our way out of it.
Yeah. So you push the door open.
Yeah.
And yes, it does squeak.
It's like, old timer, you're letting a draft in out here. You got yourself a new toy.
And this guy, he doesn't look up. I was told the heretics lived in filth, but this room, it's clean and orderly. And they kept a journal. And then he swings around in his chair and looks at you. And he's looking kind of apprehensive, kind of nervous. And I'll show you. Let's show you a picture of this.
Let's see him.
It does look very apprehensive.
He does look quite apprehensive there.
At least he doesn't look like a magistrate, does he?
He doesn't look mean, and
I had to squeeze 3 merchants and threaten a child to find this room. took me hours. You just walked straight in. You didn't ask the neighbors. You didn't hesitate. You don't look like thieves. Thieves don't break into a pauper's room in the tannery.
Well, we didn't really break into anything. You left the door open. It's more your fault than ours.
This is true.
We're working for a higher authority, and we are investigating an incident that happened earlier. And we've been asked to return any and all.
Shake with my hand out. Sorry, Sherrod. Yeah.
I mean, he says,
Magistrate.
he shakes your hand, Doris, if you're offering in your hand. Are you here for them? The boy, Darrow? The woman, Aris?
We're here for a room. Here to rent a room, and we were told to go upstairs. This door was open. We assumed this was it. You are? The room to rent?
And he smiles. You strangers in town?
No. Renting. It's not the room, I take it. Your name is? I didn't catch it.
He stands up, and he kind of smiles at you. I'm Magistrate Kale.
So this is not. Are you renting the room?
I think we need some kind of role here.
Oh,
from
no,
people.
He's the one asking questions.
I think it's subterfuge is the skill that we're needing. Subterfuge. I guess you don't have it. Then
Don't have that.
Doris. So let's say
bedside manner.
I was really hoping it wouldn't be Kale.
I would like you to make. I think it's charisma. Then potentially is what we're going to do.
I'd rather not do that one.
And it's
Well, you're
going to
going to
be
do something.
I think it's going to be a 14. Oh no, it's going to be. I think it's going to be against him. I think he's going to have to try and beat your score.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's okay. So you're going to charisma. Do you click on charisma
Yes.
and roll the dice? I mean, who knows?
Did I just roll?
You just
16?
rolled 8.
Oh, 8.
Yeah. I mean, you can spend a fate point and re-roll if you wanted.
If
or
I spend a fate point to re-roll it,
yes.
can I take the best of the two rolls?
No, you take the new roll.
Well, I think that we could maybe take the best of the two.
I mean, you can think what you like, but it doesn't
How about you
matter.
give him the two numbers and he'll tell you which one worked?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I mean,
You
it's
have
entirely up to
rolled
you.
below average.
Okay, I'm going to take one of my fate points off. Then I'm going.
No. So you can click that spend fate point button in the chat.
Oh, I did it. It did it
there.
automatically.
Oh my god!
There we go.
Oh my!
Okay. Oh. What are we going to be using?
What a roll! What a roll!
I think he's going to be countering this with investigate and his intellect. Oh!
Oh, what? What are the chances?
Yeah. He looks at you for a moment. I see. And he looks disappointed. I was hoping that perhaps somebody could have explained what this is. And he's holding the tricorder in his hand.
Oh, that's interesting. What?
Well,
Oh,
What's everybody else doing?
panicking. What to do?
can I get round behind him or to the side of him?
You've made the picture look like it's
I am.
kind of sweet.
Yeah.
I am beginning to think
A nerve pinch might be
a
on the
nerve
cards.
pinch is coming on.
Okay. He says, oh, I mean, he
Well,
looks.
maybe while one of these two distracts.
Yeah.
That's Angie's
Yeah.
job.
Okay. So while
Wow.
I think, yeah, as you're moving into position, then he says to Doris, "I was hoping you might be emissaries of the Watcher. The cruelty is unchecked. Vor is." I don't know. He's cruel. He doesn't need to be. I don't know why he can never show mercy.
You seem distressed. What cruelty have you witnessed?
I see cruelty every day, miss. Are you still moving into nerve pinch him, Dave?
I'm moving into range for a nerve pinch.
Okay.
If nothing else.
Okay, just remind me who.
Yep.
He said this guy is shown.
This guy's
Cruelty.
Magistrate Kale.
Right.
Now, I think the
The
captain
boy-
had heard somebody mention about Magistrate
Yeah.
Kale in the
He was
the
asking
Yeah,
questions.
He's asking
that he was
questions.
asking questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boy mentioned Vor, High Warden Vor. He's the one
Yeah.
that's going to sacrifice our friends, our
Yeah.
colleagues.
He is the bad guy. And then.
So they're
yeah,
all
so-
wardens, but this is higher warden one is cruel. But he
He's-
asked us if we were emissaries.
Emissaries of the Watcher, which would be
And the Watcher is
the
the
red
sky.
star.
They yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this guy's a magistrate. The other
He is.
guy's the High Warden. So he's more like military security. This guy's like a politician, judge.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They were like
It's
some
more,
kind of religious cult that's kind of got out of control, and I think it sounds
Yeah.
like he's trying to like take the legs out from under them somehow.
So this guy's like his picture. He's not really a baddie, unless he's misleading you.
So I mean,
he's a politician.
We could turn around and say, have you had? I can't say that word.
Emissaries.
Emissaries. The warden appear before. The Watcher appear before.
Not that I know of. You are not friends of the people that live here.
It would seem to be a bad thing if we were.
You're trying to find the truth of the thing as much as you are.
The truth of the thing.
Um,
the old- we
We all in the room now. We all in the room.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna
You
go
can
and
close
shut
the door
I'm
if you
gonna go
want.
and shut the door.
Yeah, the altercation with the wardens that happened earlier. I'd heard you were asking questions.
Yes. They the boy, Darrow. He seemed, it was unusual. He stood up to the warden. I've never seen that before. I wondered if he was sent. Look,
Has it always been this bad, or is it getting worse?
it's been worse since Vor took over.
When did he take over?
It must be 15 years ago.
Okay.
What? You're not from here. You don't know?
No.
Not very good at this prime directive, are
We're
we?
just filling in the gaps. We're from the other end of the city.
West Side.
West Side Story.
But it sounds like we have a mutual problem. And maybe we can help each other out in dealing with it.
we can't go against the Watcher. We can't go against the Watcher. And if the Watcher truly wants Vor to rule as he is, then this is as good as it gets.
Just remind me, if we do go against the Watcher,
And
what
who
happens?
tells you what the Watcher wants?
If you go against the Watcher and the Watcher signals, and he pulls out a pocket watch, and he says, "We must get outside."
The Watcher works in mysterious ways.
Indeed.
We're going outside right now
Yes.
The time is right, I assume.
for.
And
We'll let him lead the way.
How-
I'll gesture for him to lead the way because we don't need to ask this question. And I'll just quietly go to like Elkar on the back, be like, once he's leading the way outside, be like, just grab the tricord. Just
Bag it up. Did you say there were some journals and diaries as well? We need to grab them.
Well,
as well.
you're not sure if he was referring to the tricorder itself at that point. I mean,
he
he's
can start
hanging on
leading
to
us
that.
out, and then Elkar can lag behind and just grab everything he can see.
No, I mean he's holding on to the tricorder. As
Oh,
it
okay.
lays downstairs.
Okay. Well, I feel that we need to stop him. So when he turns his back to lead the way, I'm going to nerve pinch him. Worst case, he's out for
a couple hours. Yeah.
Worst case, he's out for a bit.
Yeah.
It turns out Elkar does a level 2 nerve pinch.
Best case, he's out for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll do any harm.
Okay.
I'm just going to floor
Nerve
him.
pinch him. Okay, so he's unaware. You get to do a strength test. Versus a target number of 17. No, it's not a skill. You just have to do strength.
Click on it as a skill.
You don't click on nerve pinch. It's a talent. It's not a skill. So you have to just click on strength from the attributes tab.
So, do I get any modifiers for him being back to me, taken by surprise?
I think it. You just have to.
That's plus 3. Normal human plus 4.
No, actually, you don't even have to roll. He has to roll. And his target number is 17. So it's quite likely that he's going good night. Yeah. Right. So Magistrate Kale. He's got no situational modifiers.
Please succeed. I've already come up with a cover story for when he wakes up.
Situational modifiers coming out of his ass.
Yeah, I mean he. You walk up behind him, ding, and he's got straight away, and he collapses onto the floor. Unless you catch him, of course, and lower him down.
I'll catch
gently.
him as he goes down. Yeah. I'm not going to let him
hurt himself.
Yeah. And so he falls on.
I believe
into a heap on the floor.
the situation has been. Yes.
Nullified.
Nullified. And I'll take the tricorder and toss it to the captain.
Okay.
We need
Just hand it.
Outside.
It's a valuable piece of technology.
And then you hear a across the city what sounds like a very loud steam whistle going off.
Oh.
And it just kind of, echoing around the city. And it seems like everything stops. And maybe from where you are, through the window of the apartment, it feels like the lighting changes in this room, and it goes red.
There's our watcher.
And it lasts.
I'll take out the window if I can.
You can, and you see everybody out in the street. They're all standing with head bowed.
Oh.
Apart from me.
Apart from you. Apart from you.
You're just like,
Did you go down?
Sorry,
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's what I forgot. Yeah. I forgot you'd stayed downstairs. So, there's this guy's chatting, and the whistle goes, and he looks at you and goes, here we go. And he just kind of stands there and bows his head. And you see this streak of red light arcing across this blue sky.
And then I go blind because I didn't look down.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will bow my head, but after I've seen it. So
yeah, sure, yeah.
Is this
We see
like,
from
it's like some kind of call to prayer kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah.
So
Okay. And
how long do they?
It lasts for several minutes, and then it disappears, and everybody just carries on as normal.
Yeah.
Most strange, Captain.
Yes. Well, we know it's the probe, but we should make haste to make sure we clear this room out of any lingering evidence of our emissaries.
Let us, sweep the room.
Yep.
Take any evidence.
Like I say, it's
technology.
all very tidy. There doesn't seem to be anything else here except for the tricorder. And you can access the tricorder and find out what they've been learning about in their time here, the few days that they've been here. You learn about the they say clearly Lieutenant Aris has already noticed the that the light and the signal is going off every 93 minutes, and that the people stop and they bow, except when it approaches noon on a day, and as the probe goes across and the signal goes off, that's when they start doing the bad shit, like maybe executing people or things of that nature.
So we have. It looks as if we have until noon, gentlemen.
What time is it?
What time is it?
Oh yeah, you. I mean,
11:55.
Yeah. No, you've got to. It's going to be like the noon the next day, I think. That this was the thing with Darrow is likely to happen. So you don't.
Okay.
You've probably got a bit of time.
But
not a lot of
we
time.
have an idea of where the communicators are.
Yeah.
They say
The other thing that you find that Lieutenant Aris notes is that the time, although it's been like regular every 93 minutes, that she's detected.
Is it gradually decreasing?
There's a drift. Yeah. Between these times that is kind of to most people would be barely noticeable at this technology level, but she can see it obviously with taking the readings on the tricorder and with their higher technology that they have. They can see that this time is drifting slightly.
Lieutenant Harris must be around. She didn't get taken away, did she?
Well, you don't know. No, I mean,
No, but when that didn't the young lad say? Took
no,
him away?
no. I think,
Yeah.
I think he said they took them both. They both.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought he said he just took the.
No,
Oh, damn it.
no.
Okay.
I think he said.
I
that
thought she
his
was
friend
like.
went to help him. The woman went to help him.
Oh, I missed that bit. Sorry,
yeah.
I apologise.
Can I ask my new friend?
Yep.
Friend.
I'm actually I'm here. I've been recruited to be a sun warden. Where does the well, I'm not being recruited. I'm applying to be a sun warden.
Okay, and he's like, well, congratulations, I guess.
Do you happen to know? Do you see High Warden Vore? Does he come out into the streets very often?
I mean, we see him on a fairly regular basis.
And is he based at the headquarters, the dungeon?
Oh yeah, pretty much, yeah. And he points off in the direction, which you happen to know is roughly where the direction that the communicators were pinging from. Yeah.
Relatively inevitable.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for the others, so I'll just carry on talking to him. Maybe, maybe get a cigarette off him.
Yeah. So he's like, I mean, you're from the west side, right? You said. I mean, but surely you must know where Vore is. You must know where the wardens are.
Well, I'm kind of new to the area, but I've been specially selected because you can see I'm not your usual person, run-of-the-mill person, which I'm not.
Friend. Now listen, friend. You might be applying to be a warden, but that doesn't mean you get to walk across that street right now.
Well, it might be different when I'm actually a warden.
No. Oh, yeah, sure, but you're not a warden yet. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, I mean, if any warden has seen you there, I mean, your chances of being one blown. You'll be getting executed with that fella tomorrow.
Are they just executing one person tomorrow? Is that quite a regular thing?
You know, if somebody does something wrong.
Must be serious. I mean, I'd be executed for walking across the street.
Well, that's the rules, isn't it?
And look, what's this guy done?
Nice
What's this guy done that's been executed?
He touched a warden.
Oh, right.
You must have heard.
Yeah. That's a no. You don't touch a warden.
So are you folks coming down the stairs, or are you?
Yeah, if we've tidied up, we'll come down as soon as we're done.
I am going to take some readings off this chap anyway.
Yeah. Okay. As you come down, he's not particularly well fed. He's probably suffering a little bit from malnutrition, but he seems okay other than that. And he looks a little bit startled as you kind of come down and out the door. Wait, where'd you come from, mate?
Stairs.
Oh, we just had a room upstairs.
No, I'm doing the reading. Sorry. Take that back.
Do you acknowledge them at all, John? Sorry, Felix.
Oh, I've been looking for you, you three.
Oh, we're just paying our respects at the back way. Just cut through the building instead of the street, you know.
We've got
Don't do
that.
anything too crazy.
We've got that appointment to keep with High Warden Vor. We best not be late.
It is not like to be kept waiting.
Quite.
You're all.
Yeah, he's recruiting more Sun Wardens, and we're all be joining the ranks shortly. But I won't forget our little conversation, and I'll give him a pat on the shoulder.
And he looks terrified when you say that.
I'm not. I'm being a friendly man. I'm not trying to shit.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. He kind of. No. It's nothing. Forget it.
No. You've been very helpful. Thank you for the cigarette.
Anyway, goodbye. And he steps into the building and he shuts the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think we need to rescue our friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Shall we take a little break? Right.
Yeah,
here?
sure.
In the break, we were discussing Prime Directive.
Yeah.
And options.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, not that I know a lot about Prime Directive. Basically, don't interfere.
I mean, yeah, that's not a bad start.
We're already interfering, so it's a quandary.
Well,
we're
I mean,
already interfering by the probe.
Well, we aren't interfering.
Which is something that was sent out before you were born.
So the probe, how long has it got before it unprobed?
Before it falls out of the sky. We don't know. I don't know if anybody's done the calculations as yet. I mean, Elcott probably just knows.
On the ship, but who knows?
Yeah.
I would have thought if the previous people have spotted it, did she not calculate?
Yeah, because she said
Lieutenant Harris may have calculated.
He
hadn't.
You know what? It would. You're absolutely right. And so I guess
I trained
the
it
answer
better than that.
Yeah, the answer to that would be soon.
So I mean, that's the thing. So realistically, the Prime Directive is any influence we've had or that people being captured in the recovery our technology. I mean, technically, the probe isn't. But I mean, we can make it. Yeah, so like, we can either make it safe or like sunset it so that they're.
So this
civilization
probe has been flying...
carry on a normal course.
Yeah.
So this probe has been going through their atmosphere for a long time. Then.
Yeah,
odd years. I would have thought.
About 100 years that the thing's been here. You don't exactly know at what point it started being worshipped. All you know is that about 15 years ago, that somebody has kind of taken over, and the whole the religion has become more of a dictatorship kind of situation.
So the start of its failure and Vor's ascendancy are very closely intertwined.
Okay, so prior to that, then I want this guy to wake up. I want to quiz this guy.
Kale, I mean, he's going to be out for a while. You could wake him up with some.
Yeah, it would. I think it risks further contamination if we interrogate.
Yeah, unless I think we hide him.
I'm just going to put him on the bed.
He'll recover in a bit.
Yeah, he'll just be placed on the bed. He's nice.
We should go find out where those communicators are.
Okay, I won't break. I will not follow my captain's orders. Then I shall put him on the bed and follow you down the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And we'll go for the
kind of,
communicators.
yeah.
Can we please
So-
ensure? I don't want to tread on your toes, Lieutenant, but can we please ensure that phasers are set to stun?
Oh, my mistake. I'll switch it from kill to stun.
Yeah. Oh, I've set it to disintegrate.
It's an easy mistake to make.
It is. Yeah, they're spelled
It is.
almost the same.
Everyone please set phases to mildly inconvenient.
Yeah, set phasers to tickle. So, right. You make your way then. You make your way through the streets in the direction on the bearing that the tricorder had given you for the communicators, and you travel several blocks through this town, and you notice the affluence of the area becomes a lot greater. People are dressed better. The buildings are in better state of repair. And
We're not in Slum Town anymore.
you're not in Slumtown anymore. That's right. And it's not long before you kind of locate this, this big administrative building. That's, it's like a tower, effectively, with a kind of a lower, solid-looking brickwork building below it, which it kind of looks like a 19th century police station or an 20th century police station. No, 19th century police station. I guess there are some guys standing outside who are wearing this heavy armor, which appears to be made of leather and heavy wool. They've got these leather caps on and these kind of goggles, so you can't see their eyes. Basically, they look a little bit like this fella here, and there's two of them standing at the door to this building, and they're carrying these heavy truncheons that are made of iron by the looks of things.
Bit harsh.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they were going to hit that boy with.
Yeah.
Gosh, no wonder
What?
Darrow stepped in.
Shall I walk across the street?
I mean, you could try a
That
look.
would be a fast track way of finding the communicators.
Yeah, they'll come out and attack me. Then I'll.
See, with those hoods, I'm going to struggle to nerve pinch them as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. They may have a bonus to resisting.
That's why we just phaser them and just go into the building.
That is an option. Is there anybody else around taking any
It's
notice?
quite a visible.
Yeah, it's quite busy. As I say, I mean, at this time of day, it's quite busy. There are people lining the streets. I mean, it's literally lining the streets because they're not walking down the middle of them.
Unless
what we
we
could
walked
do-
across the street and stunned them
Is we
at
could-
point blank range.
If you
Well,
want to
nobody's going to see
we
the
could always
car.
report a crime of someone crossing the street back where we came from. Like we came
Or-
as soon as we.
Somebody could cross the street, and when they leg it after them, we go in.
It'd be a bit risky.
Are you volunteering?
Regroup with them later.
Volunteer the red shirt.
No, I was volunteering on that shirt.
What, to get chased?
Yeah.
To be beaten to death with some iron clubs.
Benny
Oh,
Hill music
God.
can be provided.
Well, I could
pretty
do that.
metal.
Run off. They'll run after me. I could then run into a building. Or I could draw them into a building and then phaser them in the
Actually,
building
and then phaser them.
and cover.
We step out behind them and phaser them.
Yeah, that might be a
don't
better
want
way of
to do
doing
that.
it.
Even if it's just one of them, that's going to help. isn't it?
Find a building, an empty building nearby to run back to, so
Yeah.
they follow us into it.
Yeah,
Set the
Yeah,
phases to
that-
heavy stun for heavy people.
yeah.
That
is definite. Yeah, that could.
or even just down an alleyway, maybe, so it's out of sight of most
Yeah.
of the people. That'd be easy to do, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Is there an alleyway we could use that might be appropriate to like?
I mean, this is like a Victorian city. There are plenty of alleyways for you to duck
I'll
down
do it.
if you wanted to.
If you three then wait down the alleyway, so I'll walk across. I'll say something nasty to get a chase, and then I'll leg it back to the alleyway. Hope they ain't got guns.
Yeah.
Well, this plan just might go to shit.
I mean,
They haven't got guns drawn, put it that way.
Yeah.
Both got
they
revolvers.
haven't got guns. No, I mean, I should have pointed out they are carrying
Machine gun.
some kind of rifle. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
But it's not one you've kind of seen before. I gotta make sure I've added them in.
Well, this is where I test my red shirt.
I mean, this will be it. Yeah.
Well, on the plus side, the red shirt does hide the bloodstain.
I've added them in. I assumed he didn't think we would do this.
I'm hoping they'll chase
I
me, not
completely
shoot
forgot.
me.
I know they're gonna shoot you. No.
If we're quick, they won't get a chance to shoot.
Definitely gonna shoot you.
I mean, that would actually be quite a comedic end to this, where like he runs off. We're like, oh, they'll give chase, and they just shoot him down.
Just shoot me in the street.
Yeah, man.
Oh, right.
That's how it works. Yeah. I'll have to go with that picture. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, no problem.
I think we do something. We just do the thing of like, oh, someone's crossing the street, and just like get them to like come and give chase.
Yeah.
And then phase.
You're down an alleyway, so I will approach them opposite side of the road, and I will step out into the road.
And then please do like a double take first before you take off running.
So I presume I get their attention, and then I'll go. What are you two looking at?
That they're actually quite stunned. I think when you first do that, and then you say something to them, and they
Your mother was a
you see them-
hamster.
you find the smell of elderberries, and they look at each other, and then they start to advance, and it's almost like,
and then that is my cue to run really fast.
Absolutely, and so you go for it to run, and one of them chases after you. The other one unslings this odd-looking rifle,
Friend,
and it looks kind of
Zigzag.
like this wooden rifle, metal barrel, but at the stock end there's like a large brass cylinder.
Oh god!
And yeah, and
I should be right. I've not got my red shirt on.
To take. That's a good point.
I'm undercover. I'll be fine.
Let's cling to that.
Or am I wearing it under my disguise?
Yeah. But it might be red in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It'll be right.
Yeah. So our boy is going to take a shot. As the other one chasing after you, he's got this iron truncheon ready.
Try and
So
keep this one between you and the rifle.
Ooh. Oh, you might be lucky. Let's see.
I can't really dodge it because I'm not looking, am I? I'm running away. So
Okay, so you
That
need
was
to
quite
make
a good roll, though.
You need to make a dexterity roll, and you have to beat a 13. And the rest of you, as you kind of see this guy unsling this rifle, and you hear it's almost like a pop and a hiss from this gun. It doesn't go like you don't hear a crack, you don't hear like a normal gunshot. It's almost quiet. It's very quiet.
Weird.
As this thing goes off. So if you want to make a
do I just press it on
compressed air or something?
just click on your dexterity, yep.
Yeah.
And make a roll.
So it'll do my 3 dice, will it?
It will just do this read dice, and
What-
you can
So I've got 1. Does it give me +1 or something?
yeah. Okay,
Right,
so
I did
you
the
have
Yes,
You
it
have
has.
been you have been struck.
Can I spend a fate not to be struck?
Well, you can spend the fate, and you don't have to click the button there. That will just do a re-roll. You can just take a fate off and say that you don't take any damage, and you manage to. Well, you can describe how you duck out of the way of this.
I am going to be zigzagging with my military training.
Yeah, man.
Because they were carrying rifles, so I would presume that they might try and shoot me.
Yeah.
So yeah, making myself a more difficult target. So.
And so
zigzagging.
as this thing, you duck into an alleyway, you probably hear this shot as it whistles past you. This ball of lead, effectively, that slams into the brickwork, and you hear it ricochet off with a pew. And there's like a cloud of dust and broken brick that flies off behind you as you duck into the alleyway. Whereas the other guy pursues you and chases you into the alleyway with this truncheon ready to beat you to death.
So I will just carry on running down the alleyway and then turn to face him as he comes in. But I presume they'll get to shoot him before I do anything.
I mean, the other guy hasn't got his gun
just step
drawn.
from behind a pile of boxes when he runs past us.
Oh, you're all in the alleyway. Okay, sure.
The phrases make
an ambush.
an audible noise.
It's an ambush.
They do make a noise. Yeah,
A loud noise.
it's quite
no,
loud.
it's more like a buzz.
it's not
Think
quite.
like
It's
electric
more.
toothbrush. Electric toothbrush.
I'm just thinking about the other guy that shot at me. Would he?
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't, would he? Because he's.
It's more of a whistling kind of
firearm though.
sound. No, he wouldn't. In fact, when it goes off, maybe everybody's going to turn around and look at the sky and bow or something. I don't know. So what's happening then? This guy, as he runs down the alleyway with this iron club, which he intends to brain
This
you
is a
with.
carefully set up ambush.
Okay.
So he runs. Britt runs down the alleyway. He runs down the alleyway. We step out behind a pile of boxes behind him and go zap.
Unfortunately, the two scientists aren't very good and they're opposite each other, so they're going to shoot each other. They've not.
I mean, they're the ones smart enough to not do a crossfire.
Yeah. So who's?
That's why we only have one red shirt.
I mean, you don't all have to shoot. One of you can just say do the shooting.
Just do one each. Do a heavy stun.
Heavy stun.
I've got a cunning plan as well. We can dress up as one of them, or two of them,
okay.
to gain entrance to the building.
All right. If you want to use heavy stun, if you click on your character sheet on the equipment and skills tab or whatever it is, can't remember what it's called. You can see your phaser. You can see there's a little green button that says stun. If you click it, it will change color, and you're using heavy stun. Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So
Very clever.
So if somebody wants to shoot, you can then click on the gun, and it should use your marksmanship skill. Yeah. I mean, you won't need to hit him twice.
Any situational modifiers?
I'll give you +1 because it's an ambush. How about that? Ooh, TN13.
Is that just enough?
Yeah. So let's have this guy. Oh no, he's not gonna. Dexterity. I'm gonna give him a negative modifier because he's not really aware of you. Oh, it's not letting me give me that. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, he needed 17. So
no, that's to stay conscious. If you hit him, this is to avoid you being hit. It should be 12 because I couldn't do the minus. So okay, right. So yeah, he has been struck by this thing. So he now has to make a strength check against 17, and he gets a wound for his trouble. Okay, so the phaser strikes him right in the small of his back. The blue beam that zips out with this high-pitched, this shrill whistling sound. Yeah, and the guy just collapses mid-run and lands face down on the alley floor. Skids momentarily as he hits the deck.
Excellent.
But lays there, yeah.
That's Alcar. That's your new uniform. And
Who's best to
cover your ears up with that hat, that helmet. So
who is going to be best to wear it?
you, because I'm going to cover the alleyway in case the other one comes down while you get changed. I mean,
Well, no, who's the best fit between
You.
Oh.
you definitely.
I mean, you know what? This is an episode of a
Red
TV
shirt.
show, so we don't care. Whoever wants to wear it, it's going to be the perfect fit for you.
Because if it doesn't
Go
come,
for it. You've got
you
the
can get
most
dressed,
physical
and
features
then
to hide, to be honest.
you can make it look like you've apprehended me, and we can go back.
Yeah, go on then.
But you're going to have to be really
Yeah.
quick getting dressed.
Yeah.
because I imagine he's going to he's going to want to see where his mate is.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think as you're getting, what do you do with the guy's body? Because I mean, you don't have a lot of time. You know that somebody else is coming after you.
Put him in a skip.
Like a
Right
bin or
behind
some
the bin.
boxes.
bin. Yeah, put him in a bin.
Yeah, so that's exactly what you do. You kind of quickly strip this guy's uniform from him. Elcar, you're now wearing it, and you now get an armor modifier. So on your character sheet, where it says armor, where it says 0, you can put a 1 in there. And the rest of you, you are, as all this is going on, and you're probably helping Elcar get into the uniform, moving the body and everything, another figure appears at the end of the alley. And he stands there looking down towards you.
I'll motion him like that.
Oh, right. Okay.
While you're pulling your trousers up.
Yeah. Okay. And this guy, he kind of walks down. He draws his rifle.
Good Joe. Is he still on his rifle?
No, he's still got the rifle. Yeah. And walks down towards you, and you hear him say, "Did you get him? What are the rest of you doing? Are you all just standing there?"
I'm going to be stood with my hands up, maybe kind of obstructing Dave a little bit, so it gives Dave more time to get dressed. And I don't know what the other two are going to do.
Yeah, what's Lieutenant Sherrod and the captain doing?
Hiding a bin.
I think we should probably just act like we were trying to help. Keep our heads down, be respectful.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
I hope,
And
Stood against the wall.
Wardens will look down. Will look
I'm gonna be
kindly on
looking
us
like
for our assistance.
shocked,
yeah.
shocked as if like, whoa, what have I just witnessed?
Alright. And can I turn round and shoot him?
Yeah, with a phaser? Is that the
This is
plan?
where it all goes.
Yeah.
IMT
Yeah.
pear shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go on
He's
then.
going
Why
to be
not?
taken by surprise because he's not going to be expecting it.
Yeah, I'll
So,
give you a plus. I'll give you a +1.
Right. So, phaser type 1. Attack skill 0.
Have you not? Yeah, you might not have. You probably don't have marksmanship, but you can still roll. You can still hit.
I'm going to dive for cover.
I have unarmed, but yeah.
No, you can't use that. I'm afraid. Okay, so that's 13. So he's got to beat that with his dex. So let's have this guy out here. We'll see what he does.
Nice. That's what we like to see.
Yeah. Let's see how he does with his staying conscious.
Good.
Yeah. So the second guy, as he's walking towards you with his rifle, You're partially covered by Lieutenant Schultz, I guess, who's got his hands up. And then you kind of step out the side and go, whoosh, and hit him with your phaser. And this guy collapses too. So, yeah.
I'll just go, there you go, Schultz. One for you as well.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, so we have two of you in Sun Warden uniforms now.
Who wants the new uniform?
You would be the logical
Yeah, time to dress up.
person, I would assume, Schultz.
Right. I will dress up.
Okay,
If the
so
opposite-
you are now wearing.
If the opportunity presents
You
itself,
can,
and we have two more we can
um,
steal, it'll be fine. But I think we'll manage.
Okay, so you get the second uniform on. You stash the body, knowing that they're going to be out for a good few hours. And yeah, where now, guys? What's the plan?
Right.
Oh, like you thought we had a
into the
plan.
building.
Yeah, follow the way to the communicators.
Okay, so a quick check of the tricorder. Elkar, you see that the communicators seem to be on the top floor of the tower.
Okay. Well, now that we've got a disguise, it should be significantly easier for us to get in.
Yeah.
So I'll shoulder the rifle thing and have my phaser maybe if there's a pocket or something that I can just quickly draw it from.
Tuck it.
Yeah.
Those look like nice big gauntlets. Maybe tuck it down your gauntlet.
Chuck it. The rifle that he shot me with, did that make a lot of noise, or was it?
No, it was fairly quiet actually.
So it's just the
It was like
perhaps
compressed
if
air,
you
I
have
guess, or-
yeah, that's exactly it. It's a pneumatic rifle, so it fires
Wow.
like a ball of lead, like a .46 ball of lead
How
or whatever.
exceedingly primitive.
that's good for us,
It is.
because if it had been a normal rifle, they'd have all been coming out of the building.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
everybody would have heard it.
So if we, what do you think?
I think Elkar, you kind of understand why maybe they have a rifle like that on account of the fact that of the high methane content that is floating around
Well,
because
yeah.
of the
You don't want to
volcanic
spark.
activity. No,
Are we to make it look like we've arrested the captain and Sherrard?
That might not be a terrible idea.
So
Yeah.
we're taking him
I
into
can see
the
why they
building.
put you in charge of security.
I know. I do have good ideas, do I not?
I mean, yeah. Does the captain have any orders? Is there a?
No, I think if it sounds like a fair plan, it'll work if we get confronted.
Okay.
I was going to suggest either that or these are like citizens that helped during an arrest. So
Well, and what do you think when we go in? Because obviously they're going to know we're not their mates. I presume there's like a desk or something, a counter. Do we just stun everybody as we go in?
we'll just
Yeah,
be cool. Like, we don't know how many there are. Like they probably won't know everyone's mouths or faces, especially if they're in these giant
If
suits.
there's a lot of them, obviously we don't do that. Maybe we just try and get upstairs.
And just be discreet. Like, only worry about it if something actually happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okey-doke. So I'll let Dave lead the way, and I'll kind of have my hands on the other two, kind of like frog marching in behind him.
Okay.
You get
I don't
the
suppose we've got
victory
any.
of being selected for sun wardening.
I don't suppose we've got any cuffs or anything. No, we don't want to cuff anybody. No.
No,
not
I mean,
cuffing.
no, I don't think they would. They seem more inclined to beat somebody with these metal.
Oh well, I'll be
people
I'll be like moving them forward with the club thing, and probably hitting the captain a little bit too hard, but
Yeah, give him a good in the small of his back.
yeah, just jostling him forward while
Okay.
Dave takes
So
lead.
let us assume then that as you enter this building, there is like this lobby area, and there is what the equivalent of like a desk sergeant or something who's kind of sat there, and this guy he looks up and in a rough voice says, "Oh yeah, what's this all about?"
Troublemakers, sir.
Troublemakers. And he looks at them. Not a bruise on them.
Wow, like me, I like to let other people have their fun.
You're getting too much like Kale. That's your problem.
Steady.
And he punches Captain in the ribs.
And I'll just give the captain a good prod in the small of his back.
Then I'll hit him with the.
Yeah, don't forget the other one. You can't show you got selectively soft.
These two can probably be holding their phasers, because nobody will know what they are.
Well, I was going to say, we found this on them, and then shoot him. I won't.
Is he on his own? Is there anybody else there?
You know what? There's going to be other people floating around in this.
I think the more people we shoot, the harder it becomes to keep a low profile.
Yeah, but
which is kind of the entire point.
Would we?
But
Where do you want them?
yeah, I'd say also advise against keeping the phases up because in case someone else recognizes the technology, given that they've got to keep communicated.
Where do I want him? He looks at you and we'll take him to holding, you moron.
Rude.
Yeah, you dick.
Shut up. I'll say that to Schultz.
Yeah.
I was just asking.
Are there any signposts?
No. I mean, that maybe there's and perhaps he just nods his head as he says it, and you can see there's this door.
That's the toilet.
Yeah, that's just just the wardrobe.
That's the canteen. Maybe there's somebody else taking somebody through or something, but we'll work it out.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll muddle his way through.
So, presume you're leading the way again, and then I'll pushing them forward behind you.
Yeah.
But we need to get upstairs, don't we? Do we see any stairs?
If he pushes me really hard, I will glare at him.
As you go to step through the door, this sergeant says, "Hold on a minute."
Shit.
I'll turn and look at him. To spring into action.
And he just says, shoelace.
Oh.
You trip over.
I'll look down.
And you can see, your shoelace is untied. Yeah.
Upon
You were in a
closer
rush to
inspection,
get your
these appear to be
uniform.
loafers.
Yeah.
It wouldn't do any good to see you trip over in front of the population now, would it?
I'll kneel down and do it up.
Yeah. And he turns around and starts scribbling something down on his notepad or whatever. And you step through the door, the rest of you. I think there's going to be a staircase that leads up and down. You have a choice.
Oh.
So they
got to be up, hasn't it?
The communicators are showing us being upstairs.
I'd have said holding cells.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
It's called the dungeon.
The cells will be downstairs, won't they?
Yeah.
Is this where we?
But I think we've got to go up.
Is this where we split the party?
I mean, if you want one half to get caught.
If you want one half to get caught and the other half to get caught, yeah.
Yeah. We might as well get
No, it's
caught
entirely up to
together.
you guys.
So what?
Yeah,
What do you want to do, Captain?
I feel
Did we
should,
when we checked the communication signals? Do we only get like a sort of like horizontal direction? Do we get any?
No, they're definitely
No, they're upstairs.
Upstairs.
Okay, so I think that's the thing. I think upstairs is the technology, and downstairs are the people.
Here's a
I
question
think
for
to
you.
draw less attention, we should probably go down.
Can you teleport items? Can you not just teleport the communicators back to the?
We can't. The
back to our ship?
radiation.
No.
The radiation screws the transporters. There was the
Yeah.
why
There's
we,
a reason
that's why we
they-
started
yeah,
outside
You
the
can't
tower.
get a lock on them. Yeah.
Even though now we've kind of triangulated where they actually are, we can't.
Yeah, because there's a big cloud of radiation override.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they need to try and get a lock on us. That's
So,
gonna be
well,
the,
we're going to have
next
to
exciting
go
thing.
to where we came in, aren't we? They're not going to be able to teleport us out of this building, are they?
Basically,
It might be tricky to get a lock, but the fact is as well, you've got to be
Don't
careful
know.
that you're not seen by anybody.
Mm.
Although getting ourselves upstairs might make it easier
And then,
than downstairs.
and then we've got to get
If we can get
Yeah.
to the roof.
we've got to get out of the building with these two other prisoners as well. So I don't know how we're going to do that. So did
One
you?
problem at a time.
Are we going upstairs then for the communicators? Yeah.
Right, let's get the technology. That might be easier to swipe, but I have a feeling it's probably going to be more
Or do
under
we
guard.
get our guys out first? Because they're the most important.
Hmm.
Well, we're expecting them to be in the dungeon. That's the kind of thing. It's like that's why I was initially saying down, is because we can free the people,
Yeah.
and then they could potentially help us out on the way out. But I
And
would
then
expect
we can try and
that
get
the
to
communicators are
roof.
going to be in a locked room, in a secure, more secure room upstairs.
Yeah.
They might just be on somebody's
problematic.
desk being looked at. Maybe, go down, free the person. Then it's another security guy that knows how to use a phaser, and we'd probably get some more uniforms for us to dress up.
Yeah, that's what I was suggesting. They can help us out. Also, you don't need to just be a security guy to shoot a phaser.
Yeah,
They might
but
have
they're
another-
usually better though. They spend a lot of time on
Yeah.
shooting range.
Exactly,
While other
that's-
people are
that's
doing
why
science and
They
medicine.
very rarely die. The security guard.
They're good at shooting though, but they're not.
They're
very
good at catching bullets rather than shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very good at dodging, apart from me.
Because they're such
Anyway,
big
let's
guys,
head downstairs
generally, right?
towards the dungeon so we can try and find our missing colleagues, and hopefully they're still alive.
Yeah, sure.
Might be
So you
better.
head down the steps. It's just kind of like made out of old brick. Look like they've been here for quite some time. And you arrive in what looks like quite an unpleasant area. It smells quite bad down here. And there's a lot of
Nice.
kind of these irons doors and these cells. It's very damp. It's very cold down here as well. And yeah, not a very pleasant place at all. And there's a couple of sun wardens down here. Actually, there's one sun warden down here who is kind of standing by the main gate, this big iron gate that leads into the actual area where all these cells are. And he looks at you, and you're still pushing these the other two along as if they were ne'er-do-wells, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, this guy, he looks. There's a faint smile that you kind of just see above the top of his high collar, and it says, "Oh, got a couple more, have we? I don't know what the hell's up with these people. I don't know why they just can't follow the rules. Hey, why can't you follow the rules?" And he's looking at Sherrod and Thorn when he says that. You know, it would have been a lot easier if you just followed the rules.
I'll
Angie, do you want, Cheryl, do you want to tell them why
right,
you don't like the
Sherrod,
rules?
no. Answer the man.
I did follow the rules.
Yeah. And he looks at Elkar and Schultz. He says,
It's like,
She
you
followed
wouldn't
the
be here
rules.
If you hadn't, if you had,
Lying.
Oh, is that right? Is that right? You're saying that these
Are you
upstanding
calling us-
gentlemen here, these protectors
Are
of
you calling
order
us
and
the
peace,
warden a liar?
this guy, he's incensed at this, and he reaches down for this truncheon, this massive iron truncheon thing. He draws it from his belt, and he goes, "Reckon I'm gonna have to teach you some
I'll
manners."
phaser him.
Or you can phaser him or nerve pinch him. It's entirely up to you. Which is,
I'm probably better at nerve pinching him, actually, aren't I?
okay, yeah. I mean, I think he's unsuspecting. You're standing kind of next to him. He thinks you're one of them, and yeah, and so I mean, he's got his armor on, so he's going to get a bonus to try and defend. But
Oh God.
it may not help him.
I'll get ready to phaser him just in case it doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get any modifiers?
You don't get to roll because he's totally surprised. So he's going to get a modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not combat, is it?
Oh, somehow, despite all of his armor, as he goes to raise his club and he's about to bring it down on Sherrod's
Eek!
head, you just step up and woo, and he jumps and then collapses in a heap.
Pew.
There's a large
Nice.
ring of heavy iron keys on his belt.
Pocket
Cells. So, are all the cells in the room what we're in?
You go through this gate and you can see there are a bunch of cells kind of beyond.
There are people in
You can make out perhaps, in fact, with the noise, perhaps, the nearest one, you do see a silhouette or a face up against it. You can't quite make out who it is.
Phaser the door open.
Well, you got the keys.
Got the keys.
Yeah.
Well, I've got the keys.
Before or after we used
Just
the
have
keys?
a blood.
Nah, it'd be much more fun to phaser them.
Yeah, I think it would. So there's somebody in this first cell. Can I just move forward? Are there a lot of people in these cells, or is it?
You can't see. There's not a lot of movement going on. I think it's probably just that first one that you actually see the movement.
Do we have a torch? On this communicator, has it got like a little light?
Well, our phones
No.
do, so I think when we get to this, but there'll be torches.
The answer
on
is
them.
no.
Oh, you.
No, I don't think they do.
I didn't think that far ahead.
So, yeah.
Do they have any gas lights or anything we can turn on?
Yeah, is there a lantern or
I mean, there's
anything?
got to be like an oil lamp or
Some
something,
light
like a
source.
table somewhere. Yeah, sure, if you want.
Step out of the building.
It's made
Oh,
of
it's-
stone.
Cthulhu again, sorry. Burn it down.
So you shine the lantern through, and perhaps you can see this face kind of pressed up against, and eyes closed against the sudden bright light that's in there. You recognize the face, Schultz.
Is it Darrow?
It's Darrow, Ensign Darrow,
Nice.
Is
and he
Is
covers
Aris
his
the-
eyes.
Aris here with you?
No.
Is she here in the building?
I don't know. They took her out. I think Vor was interrogating her or something.
Gosh.
I'm sorry. This whole mess is my fault. I'm sorry. I couldn't let him kill the kid, you know?
It's no time for apologies. We've got to rescue Aris. I'll open his cell door.
Okay, yeah. So you
There's a lot of cleanup
scrap
to do.
through the keys. Yeah. And you find the right keys after a few attempts, and you unlock his cell, and he steps out. And he's looking quite badly bruised. He's obviously been beaten. But he's hanging in there. He's our ensign Darrow.
He's been trained well.
He's still got that stiff upper lip.
Now
I'll
what?
quickly scan him and then give him some painkillers, zaps or something.
Yeah.
So no more prisoners down here.
There's nobody else. Yeah, and Darrow says, I mean, honestly, they don't get a huge amount of prisoners.
Because nobody wants to do anything wrong because they get killed up.
Yeah.
Maybe, right, upstairs for the equipment then, Captain?
Yep.
Maybe Aris is
Do you want
there?
to just Suki, because Darrow's injured, it might be worth him taking the body armor from the knocked out.
Oh yeah, he could dress if there's another guard, can't he?
Yeah, but also because he's already injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well give him some protection.
Yeah. I mean, he's got
Let's see if he can still operate a face.
He's got a broken rib that you can detect. Doctor. He's multiple contusions, bruises, and stuff, but he's still going. He's like your average Starfleet security.
He will be zapped with some Mendy agenty stuff.
Yeah, he got some painkillers.
Suck it up. We'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it Darrow's surname or Darrow first name?
Darrow's his surname. It's Lieutenant Darrow. Yeah.
It's probably slightly safer than if it had been his first name.
Yeah. So let's proceed up the stairs, I guess. So you follow the stairs up, and you go up a couple of floors, several floors, up into this, what you assume is the tower, as the walls kind of become narrower, and it turns into like a spiral staircase until you reach this door at the very, very top of the stairs. This heavy wooden door. It is closed.
One of the guys in suits want to...
Mission to bang on the door, Captain.
Yeah, because only one of you guys in suits to do it, otherwise I get suspicious.
So I'll just bang on the door. Like a couple of strikes.
Okay.
We say you bring yourself up for interrogation.
Anybody comes to the door and I say, I'm going to shoot them in the face with the phaser.
Nobody comes
to the lay of the land for it.
Yeah. You kind of hear a voice, a stern voice, shout, "What do you want? I'm busy."
So we've got another emissary for interrogation, more troublemakers for interrogation.
Okay.
We found another one of them, sir.
It's come in.
We'll go in.
All right. Okay. So you step in through this door.
Sort of shove them in front of us.
So they get shot first.
And you're in this chamber, this stone chamber, at the top of the tower. And there are papers everywhere. A cursory glance at them, you can see that some of them have quite advanced mathematics on them. In fact, Elcar, with your space sciences, you think there's some kind of orbital calculations potentially that you're seeing here. There's a large brass telescope also that is kind of pointing out of the window or towards a window. And there's also a chair, a heavy wooden chair. And sitting in this heavy wooden chair is Lieutenant Aris, who she seems to be chained to the chair. So we see, first of all, this rather imposing figure. It's like an elderly gentleman. Actually, let's see Lieutenant Aris first. She's kind of sat in this chair. She doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look like anybody's gone to town on her, like anybody did with, like people did with Darrow. And then this other figure is there.
See, now he looks a lot more like a proper bad guy.
Yeah.
No, he looks lovely.
Yeah.
Is it just him? There's no guards or anything?
No, there's no guards. It's just him. Yeah, and you see that clearly Lieutenant Aris recognizes Captain Thorne and Dr. Sherrard. And she kind of, her eyes widen when she sees you.
That might be all the verification we need to sell the story.
Say that again, sorry, Lloyd.
Sorry, yeah, my throat's drying out.
No,
Just saying, like, yeah, her recognition might be enough to sell the story. That he's found some more.
Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so he looks at her and looks at you. Ah, indeed. Well done, gentlemen. He says to Elcar and Schultz. Interesting. And who might you be?
I'll just make up a name, I guess.
Is there anybody else in here? Is it just him?
Just him.
No, it is just him. Yeah.
There is Sherrod, and you are?
Jim and Tagari.
Doris. Tired. Doris. Sherrod.
He looks at you. He's a little puzzled. I am High Warden Vor, of course. But surely you already know that. And he looks at Lieutenant Aris and then back at you. Oh, no, but of course, you are friends with Lieutenant Aris here.
Glance.
He wouldn't say Lieutenant Aris. Aris. Here.
All right. I was about to say, I was going to glance and go, well, she's giving it. Who she is.
I was going to say, has he broken her?
Yeah.
But not.
She didn't. She's not broken.
She gave up all the info willingly. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's why she's not been abused. So she just give the information up straight.
Yeah, there was nothing about the probe actually like corrupting the society. It's all her doing.
So, tell me, why are you here? This young lady is a bit reluctant to explain. But you seem to know very little about our city and culture. Perhaps you have more information.
We're just simple travelers.
Travelers on Aurelius. I can't remember if that's what I called the planet.
Hey, no one said it was easy.
He holds up well, first of all, he holds up a communicator. And then you can see he's holding up a phaser.
Oh
One.
gosh.
This young lady is persistent. She's spent the last hour explaining to me why my religion is an error in orbital mechanics.
You seem to have done plenty of orbital mechanics yourself by looking around this room.
Oh, well, thank you. Of course.
Are you watching the Watcher?
That's an interesting way of putting it, but yes. Your friend here, she's smart, but she doesn't understand people. She thinks the truth will set them free, and I know the truth. Well, it will cause chaos.
You know the truth.
The
Yes.
truth?
What truth? But also,
Do
From
you
what
say
we've
that,
heard.
Elkar?
Mm.
Do you say that out
Yeah.
loud? Okay. And
Yeah.
he looks at you suspiciously.
And I'll go, thank God for that. I'll take this stupid hat off and I'll take my hat off.
And as he kind of does that, he smiles. Very good, very good. So, where does this leave us?
Well, we're going to take Aris with us. And you're going to let us. And you can carry
I'll
on.
take my hat off at this point, I guess.
And you can
Stuff
you
in
can
it.
carry on
Yeah.
doing what you've been doing for the last 15 years. And we'll enable that.
Really? So you
Really?
are emissaries of the Watcher?
We are. I'll look at the captain.
well, I mean, it's just us here. I mean, it is just him, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel it is only logical to point out at this point that there are several options available to this gentleman of continuing as he is, or possibly entering the Enlightenment phase of a civilization, at which point he may well be able to work towards help from outside.
A quick question. Alcar's took his helmet off. Are his ears showing?
Oh, yeah. This guy is probably staring at him right now. And he's probably looking a little horrified as well. He's probably thinking, demon, right now.
I mean, that was our first reaction as well. I mean, it's not too unusual.
Yeah, well, that was just a Dave, not his character.
Yeah, that's
You. So, if you are here on the Watcher's behest, is that what you were telling me?
indeed.
I mean, he turns away. He walks over to a pile of the papers and starts rifling through them. Now I know that you are lying. How are you going to help me?
You're muted. What are you talking, Lloyd?
No, I can't really talk. My throat's struggling at the moment.
Oh no.
Well, it's not so much helping as whether we hinder you. I'll turn my back. I'll walk over to a corner and flip out my comm and go.
Yeah.
Elkan to what's our ship called? I'll turn
Infinite.
to the captain. What's the ship called again?
Well,
Elkan
I just
to
face
Infinite.
palm, just be like,
yeah.
Elkan to Infinite. Do you read me?
It's a little bit crackly, but
And
you
then I'll,
you get a
start,
reply. Yep.
Get a signal out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a response. Yeah, this is the Infinite. Go ahead, Lieutenant Commander.
Can you get fix on us?
And yes, it's difficult. It's difficult, sir. But I think we could probably manage it.
And we could take him with us, give him a good dressing down, and then put him back.
Ask if they've
Scare the shit out of him.
ask if they've made repairs on the satellite.
They
Stop the
haven't
damn
actually-
thing flashing as well.
Have they
I mean,
corrected
this is the
like
thing. Yeah, I mean that is a decision you've got to make about how you're going to deal with that.
Do we keep this man in power, basically, or do we just let it go? Because
I think that's the thing. Is I think, yeah, the red light thing is like cross contamination from the probe itself, which I think we should, realistically, we should probably just fix. I mean, once they're whole
if we
claims
stop
to be
it flashing.
signals and whatnot start to run out, people will realize that they're just cultists.
If
But
all of a sudden it starts behaving again.
once we've taken away everything of higher technological sources, we can cut them out of it and then remove all contamination, and hopefully they'll course correct on their own.
Yeah.
We can't upend their society just because.
I would say
it's
the Prime
not
Directive
great,
tells us
but again,
that
it's
we-
not our
we
place
can't-
to decide how they develop their culture.
Yeah.
We can just
can't
remove
ferment
contamination
revolution.
from outside sources.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
beam up, stop the satellite from flashing red every
Yeah.
12 hours or whatever it is. So it's just nicely pootling across the sky in a happy way. Maybe turn it green.
Yeah, this is
gold.
actually just.
Gold's a
I would
good
say
colour.
Okay.
It might be worth just removing it from orbit, to be honest. There's no point leaving it around for them to run into at a later date, or for it to eventually degrade again and then crash into the planet into.
So, yeah, Vor,
Well-
he stands there. Look,
Oh.
we all know that the Watcher doesn't care. We all know that it's failing. And when it does, all order here will be ended.
Well,
That
Very well.
is
we offer you
where I come in.
a solution. We will fix the Watcher so it will not fail. You will enter a more, shall we say, civilized and less oppressive regime. And when we return to observe you, if things have improved for the populace, we will allow you to remain in power. If things have not, you will fear our wrath. And I'll turn my phaser to kill. And I'll tap his telescope.
Oh,
So it turns out
okay.
to be reflective and it just bounces.
and kills everybody in the room.
Yeah, we're all dead.
Okay. Yeah. So
No, it
yeah,
kills the red shirt.
we have that wonderful effect where the telescope just turns like red and then vanishes and disappears from view.
And then I'll just go. Is it 6 to beam up?
Ooh. Yeah. And yeah, you hear.
We should gather all the. Oh, actually, if you do,
He's got a phase.
leave someone behind. We'll do a second beam up, like, so do like 4, and then 2 of us remain behind to basically
Clear up.
procure the
Pick his
gear,
jaw up off the floor.
check the route. We need to make sure that there's nothing here
Yeah.
that's incriminating. So, like, 1 or 2 of us have to stay behind to basically clear the place out. I would say remove our technology and then torch everything in here.
Red
And
shirt.
then leave.
Ask the 2 that.
I mean, it doesn't really matter who.
Darrow and Aris.
What else
yeah.
they had with them ask them what they had with them just to make sure that we've
And
hoovered everything up.
pretty much it's the tricorder and the communicators are pretty much all they would have traveled very light because you don't want to go messing around with these kind of things. And as you announce this, Captain Thorne Vor looks at you and says, "Do you have any inclination as to what you have done? You've thrown this planet. You'll throw this planet into chaos. I am the only order that we have."
I think you probably need to have better trust in the people that live in the city. You presume to know more, that you know more than everyone else. And then
It's time for you to leave.
You put the heat, then you put your boot down to make sure that no one else.
It's time
make
to
a
lead
difference.
through diplomacy rather than through
Yeah.
fear.
The open hand
Let
works
us
better than the
hope
clenched
you were
fist.
Let us hope you are up to the job.
Okay.
If not, I'm sure
and-
the people will find a replacement.
We'll be watching
But
you.
it's up to them to decide, not for us or for you.
Excellent. Okay, and with that, I guess you beam up back to the Infinite, having collected all of your stuff. Our episode ends with you sat on the bridge. Does anybody have anything?
Can we have a nice shot of? Can we have a nice shot of the satellite now? Just putting out a nice little beep, beep, beep of green instead of red,
Yeah,
as it orbits the planet.
absolutely. Does anybody have any anything they'd like to say at the end as a little Star Trek style?
Oh, not me.
I mean, if not, we will just cut to the credits.
I say like
and
I'm sure the people will find their way.
Well, I think can I turn to the camera and just like raise an eyebrow?
of course you can.
How terribly human and primitive.
You certainly can.
We've all stood around the captain's chair going,
Yeah,
I didn't die.
we've just been insulted.
And then cocked eyebrow.
Yeah,
It'd just be like, but they were like, everyone like does a polite laugh, wipes their eye, and be like, "Oh, you do you, Elka, asshole."
yeah, we do that, and
Curious.
end credits roll. Thanks very much, everybody. We're done.
Hey,
I don't know how.
Marvelous.
I don't know if we succeeded or not, but
Well, that's all part of the fun.
stuff happened.
All that.